Hi all, good afternoon. My name is Amoghavarsh. I'm a cloud engineer and also a cloud architect and also a developer. Usually used to develop applications in my free time. So Cloud Sketcher is the first Gen AI based tool where you can design architecture and document the architecture, and also you can generate a Terraform code based on resource based approach or model based approach. You can generate a Terraform. So this kind of feature right now there is no tools available in the market. Especially you can whenever you are trying to draw the architecturing, right, you will use the draw most commonly used, and that is also free of cost. And also recently there is a eraser, lucid chart, all those are coming up. Along with that, something similar I am trying to bring it out, but this is specially drive and other tools which is available for flowchart and other things creation. But this is the first tool which is mainly designed for cloud purpose only. So it supports Azure, AWS, GCP at parallelly. So why Cloud Sketcher is required? Already we have had a many diagramming tool, but still we need a Cloud Sketcher because right now everyone is trending on Gen AI topics. So my idea is I started this project at 2023 August month. I think now it is 2 years. I have built this tool single-handedly. When the Gen AI got launched, ChatGPT came into market. My first idea came is Cloud Sketcher. We need some drawing tool which is mainly you generate architecture and diagram. Some main problem I wanted to solve is so many times you will be professional and you will be having experience in one cloud. As a cloud architect, it is very hard to get expertise in Azure, AWS, GCP. So my idea is simple. If you are a Azure architecture, you can draw the Azure architecture diagram for any problem statement and convert it to other cloud in a single click. So it is going to save at least 80 to 90% of your time. So why you need to generate a diagram for multiple cloud? Most of the time customer comes and he will give the problem statement what he wanted to host the infrastructure, and then he will most of the time he wanted to see diagram for Azure, AWS, GCP, all three cloud he wanted to see. And also he wanted to see pricing across multiple cloud, and then he will choose one cloud among it. So he will not choose all three cloud, but he will try to find out what is the difference and which is the best option to go with. So that is the main idea. I am coming with the Cloud Sketcher. So it has come up with the multiple features. One is you can draw the diagram and you can convert to multiple cloud, Azure, AWS, GCP in a single click. You can convert. And along with that, I also have a feature called Sketch Draw, Sketch Vision, Sketch Docs, and also Sketch TF is the upcoming version. It is coming. So what SketchDraw will do, if you just give a problem statement, what you are trying to solve or what you are trying to host an infrastructure, it will generate a basic diagram, what it is needed. Like if you just mention like I wanted to host the e-commerce application, right? So it will tell like we need a Azure CDN and then backend services we needed and a web app is needed, Azure function is needed. Those kind of data it will give. And we need a backend databases, then monitoring purpose, we need a Azure log analytics and keyword for storing a secret. Those kind of entire architecture diagram with connection it will bring. And sketch vision. So many times whenever there is a small scale architecture, generally you will have those architecture diagram available as an image in a Google. If you want to fine tune small changes in that, so you can just upload that diagram in my tool and it will convert as a editable diagram. So on top of that, if you want to change anything, you can change it. And then sketch docs. So once your diagram is ready, entire diagram is done. So if you want to generate a document, even where you are in a call with a customer, if you just do these things in that time also, it will generate a first basic version of document, and it will also give what is the expected pricing. So if you just give like, hey, this is my development environment, this is my project name, this is the problem statement I am going to solve. So just give me a document based on the architecture diagram I have already done. So it is going to give the documentation as a Word format, and also it will predict what is the pricing if you go with the development and if you go with the production. If you just give that data right as a text, it will generate a pricing model also in that document. And then we also have a sketch TF is coming, that is mainly for sketching a Terraform or generating a Terraform. So once your entire diagram is ready and even your document is done, so you want to generate a Terraform. Most of the time, like customer used to go with the Terraform. Maybe if you have heard a Terraform, you will knowing why we need a Terraform, because many times you don't want to go with the Azure portal to have an entire track on what is my configuration. If you go with the Terraform, we can maintain it easily. So when you give that Terraform in this one, right, architecture, it will capture the architecture. It will capture a document, whatever it is documented, and based on that, if you choose a resource based or if you want to go with a module based, and if you can just there is options will come like what all the configuration you wanted to have. Like in VM, I wanted to go with the 8 week core or a 16 week core. That those configuration will pop up. So if you just choose that, it will generate a Terraform modules also. So once it is done, it will give it as a GIF file. You can take it offline and you can do the deployment. That is the next version it is coming. And if you compare with the other existing like Cloud Skew, Draw.io, Lucid Chat, and even Eraser is there, right? So most of the things, they are generic for even flowchart and other things. This is the first diagramming tool which supports only Azure, AWS, GCP. And it is also like, unlike like Draw.io, it is also coming at free of cost. But advantage is you can have a document generated, Terraform code generated, and comparison of a pricing model and comparison of a diagramming will come in a single place. So why we need to use this tool is mainly I mentioned. So if you draw it for Azure, you can convert to AWS and GCP in a single click. So it is going to save you 2 times of time when you are generating a diagram for AWS and GCP. Same like also you can save a time in documentation, and also if especially whenever the customer gives a new requirement and challenging requirement which is you are not aware of it, right? So if you just give the problem statement, you will get a basic idea like what kind of resource I can go with. So many times because Azure, AWS, GCP all have 300 plus resources, right? So you will not be knowing which is the best resource going to fit for this kind of problem statement. So you can get at least idea like what kind of resource we can have for this application and all. Based on that, you can draw the architecturing diagram. So right now, Cloud Sketcher I launched 3 months back around, and so far 2,000 plus users has access to this tool. And also, I have a users from IBM, Bosch, and Aspire, Infosys, many MNC companies. They are also started using it. So I request like many of the cloud engineers and cloud architects are there here. I also request to use my tool once and experience it, and you can give the feedback what you feel about. That is about uh, Cloud Sketcher. So if you want to just connect with me, LinkedIn, you can connect. Before this ending of session, I just wanted to show you a demo also, like how Cloud Sketcher can help you. So this is my landing page. If you just search www.cloudsketcher.com. So basically, I have listed it like we have a 3 cloud platform supporters, Azure, AWS, and GCP, and 150 plus mapped icons and 1,000 plus icons available overall. Like given third-party vendors icons we will be using, right? The resources Akamai or even Terraform and all those things. So those icons also available. You can draw the architecturing diagram. And we have a cloud convert, sketch draw, sketch docs, sketch vision, sketch tf features available already. Sketch tf is yet to come, and you can faster 3x time with your work in diagram generation and documentation business proposals. So when you click on convert cloud, right? So this is the landing page of drawing diagram. So I have tabs here, Azure, AWS, GCP, all three together here. So if you draw any diagram like, or if you draw any icon here, and if you just click on convert, right? So it will convert a diagram for both Azure and GCP. So it will load. So if you whenever you have drawn an entire architecture diagram like which is have a small, medium, or large scale, which will have a 40 plus icons, almost 70 to 80% of your diagram will come ready made. So you can just take it off and you can do the customization on top of it. And there is a studio sketch. Under that, I have a sketch draw. So if you give any example, right? So I will give architecture diagram for hosting e-commerce app, e-commerce application. Then the thing is here, the entire infrastructure is hosted on Azure cloud right now. And also I got a Microsoft Startup Accelerator sponsorship. So entire amount they are sponsoring it now. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, you can see there is some, due to my network issue, the icons is not being populated properly. But you will see the entire diagram almost got generated here. So I will be trying to access this application over the application gateway. Mainly you can filter out layer 7 traffic to your application. Then you will be having a Kubernetes as a microservice, and then you will have a storage and the databases for backend purpose, and function you can use it for triggering whenever there is a cut is happened and all, you can trigger the function. Those kind of things you can do with it. And once it is done, if you want, just give a sketch docs, right? Generate a document for this. Generate document for e-commerce app. So what generally it is, how it is working, right? This entire application is used with the backend Azure OpenAI service only. It's where the ChatGPT has a collaboration with Azure OpenAI Azure, and they have a Azure OpenAI hosted. So your whatever the search you are doing, that data will not be used by ChatGPT to train their model. Whatever the search you are going, it will be safe, and it will all the data will be reside within Azure cloud only. So based on your architecture in diagram, it will generate a document like this with a solution with non-technical and technical approaches. Mm. And then also you can see the cost estimation. So by default, it will go with the development environment pricing. So if you go with the development environment, what will be the expected pricing? Or if you also, if you just give like this is my production environment, this is my QA environment, those option is also available in next version of it. This is the first basic release I have done it. So if you select that, based on that, it is going to fetch the real time data only most of the time, because I have used a ChatGPT latest model to which will be always up to date with the yesterday or day before yesterday data. So based on that only, it is going to fetch the pricing model. And even when you are in the next version of it, it will be having option to select which core machine you wanted to go, and which of the what kind of SKU you wanted to go, like a premium SKU, basic SKU, or standard SKU. Those option is also coming. So you can take that, select that configuration, it will give a better result with that. And also we have option here, sketch vision. So if you take any image from an internet and if you just place it, it will convert a editable diagram, like how it is, your same background, right? Just now, same way you can edit it on top of that and make a customization. So mainly theme here is to generate a minimal diagram, at least with the Gen AI. On top of that, you can do the customization, like even more advanced networking components we need to add it, right? If you just see only application gateway was there, mainly like VNet, subnet, and NSC rules, we need to have it in a diagram. Those things you need to customize it, but it will save at least 50% of your time. That is my idea, and that's what, like, yes, right now I am working for this continuous releases, and Microsoft and Salesforce is the one who is also got a partnership for this project. Yeah, that's my